The domestic dog is domesticated canid, which has been selectively bred for millennia for various behaviors, sensory capabilities, and physical attributes. The dog is a man's best friend. Dogs perform many roles for people, such as hunting, herding, pulling loads, protection, assisting police and military, companionship, and more recently aiding handicapped individuals. Dogs truly are man's best friend, and they have proven it throughout history. In my video, we will be talking about the most famous dogs. Laika. The all-time most famous dog we all know was Laika, the Soviet space dog. Even though she was the first animal to orbit Earth, her origins were much less fancy. Hachiko. This Akita Inu pooch lived near the city of Ide in Japan. His story yet again proves how caring dogs can be. His owner, a professor at Tokyo University, was returning home each day via a train. And each day at the same time, Hachiko would wait for his human at the train station to greet him and accompany him home. He did this for years, until one day in May 1925, when Hachiko's owner failed to show up. Unfortunately, he suffered a fatal hemorrhage. But Hachiko kept returning to the train station for 9 years after, still waiting for his master to return at the exact time the train arrives. In 1935, the devoted Akita Inu was found dead in the streets of Shibuya. Apollo and his partner Peter Davis were members of the New York City Police Department, responsible for saving many lives on the dreadful September 11th. Lux is one of those dogs that just won't leave their master's side no matter what happens. Both him and his handler, U.S. Marine Corps Dustin J. Lee, were in Iraq, and when they were in an attack that killed Lee and seriously wounded Lux. But despite his wounds, Lux wouldn't leave his partner. He had to be dragged away to be treated by medicine. Lux survived, but had suffered some devastating injuries that reduced his mobility. This caused Lee's parts, Jerome and Rachel Lee, to appeal to the U.S. military to adopt poor Lux. Lux became the first active duty working military dog to be granted an early retirement. Even though he still had over 50 pieces of shrapnel in his body, the now ex-military dog still working as a therapy dog, visiting military veterans at hospitals and retirement homes. Benji. The mixed breed mutt captured the hearts of TV and film lovers of all ages in 1974. In the movie Benji, the tiny canine saved 2 kidnapped children, and for that he will always be remembered. Toto. Among Dorothy and her friends, one of many heroes of the Wizard of Oz movie was Toto. This female Karen Terrier was an important part of the 1939 film that greatly impacted the popular culture since its release. Bobby. Some say that dogs can always find their way home, and Bobby surely confirmed that. This collie traveled 2,500 miles to get back home to his family. In 1923, Bobby was traveling with his family from Silverton, Oregon to Indiana. At some point, he got lost, separated from his owners, and he got lost. His family searched high and low for their 2-year-old dog, but ultimately returned home after failing to find him. But 6 months later, in February 1924, Bobby suddenly appeared on their doorstep. He was dirty, skinny, and weak. His feet were worn to the bone because Bobby walked over 4,000 kilometers across the U.S. Smokey was a Yorkshire Terrier, found in 1944 by an American soldier in the New Zealand jungle. After being the partner of William A. Lane for the next 2 years, she became something of a WW2 mascot. She slept in Wayne's tent, shared his rations with him, and fought him wherever he went. She survived over 150 air raids on New Guinea and Last but not least, my little dog, Patsy. She's a 2-year-old Chihuahua. She brings joy to all my family and all my friends. I love her so much.